In this interesting episode, we are talking about the following interesting thing. Now, finally, Kaizer Chiefs acknowledge the fact that they have hired the wrong coaches. So, Bobim has openly acknowledged that some of the coaches that were hired by Kaizer Chiefs went on to cripple the system and cripple the culture of Kaizer Chiefs. Now he said that they chose to stick with Dillion Shepherd and Atazwane because they know the challenges that Kaizer Chiefs have, and they've been in the system for a very long time. But there's an angle that I want us to cover the story with here, which is a little bit different than the one that I've also covered with. So if you want to know more about the coaches, how they crippled the system and destroyed the culture of Kaizer Chiefs, and Atazwane being the right person to resurrect everything and all the stuff, please stick around. To those that will stick around, guys, if you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. Now, let's jump back into the video, guys. Now, Bobim Daung has got this to say. Different coaches have different challenges and fortunes. As a club, we play with particular philosophy, and every coach that comes in changes that. Yeah, they've done that. We've seen it. We have reached the cup final, once finished the second in the league, but we didn't achieve, so there are different factors to that. We didn't say that those people failed, but we are trying to address those challenges, and keeping Arthur and Dillion explain that because they have seen our challenges. Football is about fortune and lucky, and what if they change dramatically this season? Some coaches can come in and didn't. Some coaches came in and didn't understand our challenges and inherited them. The difference is that with people who have been with the system, they understand the challenges better and deal better with them. Wow. Okay. There's been something good with what they have been doing, and one of them has been continuity. When Peter Mosimane left Mamelodi Sundowns, there was continuity in their staff. So maybe that's something we've been needing to tap into. That helps sustain the culture of the club. Arthur, along with the guys in the technical team, also understand this. Maybe this one, I'm not gonna get into it, but there's something of interest that Bobim Daung said here. He spoke about coaches that comes into the system, and those coaches, what they do, they just want to win now. And for them, it's more of their CVs, rather than what the club wants. But I also would love them to openly, not to hint, but openly acknowledge that hiring certain coaches was the biggest problem for them. The problem starts with Solinas, Middendorp, Gavin Hunt, Stuart Baxter. Guys. Solinas was better in a sense that he wanted to play attacking football, but he just didn't know how to structure up the defensive. Another barrier was that he had a serious language barrier, so he couldn't communicate well with Kaizer Chiefs players. That was a downfall from Solinas. But nevertheless, now I like the fact that they are saying Kaizer Chiefs play in a particular way of they've got their own particular way of playing football, so we need to go back to that. We need to play football in that system. And also, what has been marked here is the continuity, likening what they are trying to do to Sundowns, to say when Peter Mosimane was building Sundowns, he left Sundowns later on, but the coaches that came in, the management hired coaches that were in line and vision with what Peter Mosimane has been doing. They play similar type of football, so there was continuity, and that is what Kaizer Chiefs are going to focus on starting from now going forward. You will recall, in the words of Junior Kaizer Motaung, he says that they've got a 5-year plan. Previously they had a 7-year plan, but now they've got a 5-year plan. But in this 5-year plan, one of the critical things that has been highlighted, it is playing football according to Kaizer Chiefs' way. going back to football, Kaizer Chiefs football playing philosophy, football playing culture, football playing style, and winning according to the Kaizer Chiefs way. The question that perhaps you and I we're going to have is, are we going to see the resurrection of the likes of Skara? By resurrection, I don't mean like literally resurrecting Skara, but I mean finding players that plays like Skara, you know what I'm saying? Players that knows how to dribble players, and I said players know how to delay, because Skara had that thing of knowing how to, he can stop the game and start the game, you know what I'm saying? He's got those techniques, and players knew when he stops the game, they knew how to position themselves. And oh guys, do you remember the likes of Hatebe? Because now you've got second Hatebe, by the way. Umkumbigano, do you remember that one? Umkumbigano. That guy was very fast. Do you remember him and Skarangovesa, how they understood each other? So I'm saying, if you talk about Kaizer Chiefs and you look at, if you are playing Kaizer Chiefs way, then you need people like that. But if you can find a player that can play like Skarangobese, I can tell you, a player that is going to benefit from that system, it is Kikentoli. Kikentoli can be fast when he wants, Baba. He's got that thing, you understand that? Kapilat is not that fastest, but he knows football. But Kikentoli is very fast, you know what I'm saying? So if you can get a player like him, that can supply Kikentoli, there's a lot that you can see. But then it remains to be seen to say, what type of players then Kaizer Chiefs are going to bring back now in restoring that type of Kaizer Chiefs? You know what I'm saying? What is a new or type of Kaizer Chiefs that you would have loved to see being built right now going forward? So the only way for me to know what type of Kaizer Chiefs do you long to see, it is for you to get into the comment section below. So let the conversation begin right now, right here.